Hello there YouTube, it's Jacob from Team Pyramid, and today I'm coming at you with my Photon Lair of Darkness deck. So, I know I've been away for a little while and I don't want to apologise again, but I'm back and I'm ready to play. So like I said, within that time period I've been away, I've been working on a few random decks, and I hope I've cracked Lair of Darkness now. So this deck is very fun, it's very consistent from what it does actually. It actively aggravates your opponent and just you smash face as fast as you can. So let's get into this, okay? So I start things off with running 3 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. I just love this card. The fact it works so well with Tribute Summoning to special summon itself. It gives you so many extra plays and it's a special summon as well. I really love that and I think it's really, really good. I then run 3 of the Searcher. Harem. Lets you go ahead and search for, obviously, your Lair of Darkness by pitching it from your hand. And if you've already got Lair of Darkness, pitch another monster and you get a 2000 defense or more or lower to your hand, which is really, really good. Then run 2 Lilith, Lady of Lament. So this card is phenomenal. The fact it's a quick effect and the fact you can do it through your opponent's turn and then set the card straight down, really, really good. I then run 2 Millennium Eyes Illusionist. So I run the Relinquish package in here. It is really, really good with Lair of Darkness. I'll explain a bit more about that later on. But it is phenomenal and I'd definitely advise anyone to have a little look into it. So I run this mainly because of obviously the fact that it is a quick effect. You can discard this card, target one effect monster your opponent controls, equip that target to an Eyes Restrict monster, fusion monster, or a relinquish monster you control, as if it was equipped to it when that monster was by that monster's effect, which is absolutely awesome. And if an Eyes Restrict fusion monster or relinquish monster is special summoned, add this card from your graveyard to your hand. This is not optional. So you can go ahead and activate this and then just keep getting it back. So it's really, really good. I like the fact it synergizes well with the deck. I then run, obviously, 2 Darkest Diabolus. I wouldn't run it at 3. It would clog. But the fact that you can get this card out really easily, it's extra draw power as well from the cards later on. It just works so well. And it don't mind being in the graveyard. Obviously, Relinquish, one of my actual favourite cards of all times. Thousand Eyes Restrict is my favourite card of all time, but the card is just phenomenal, just utter phenomenal. The fact that you can abuse rituals with Lair of Darkness because you're activating the ritual card, so that's actually activating another card to activate Lair of Darkness's effect. So it's an effect that you tribute in your opponent's monster. You go ahead, get Relinquish out, suck up a monster, so you've just literally cleared 2 cards from your opponent's side of the field. Absolutely disgusting plays, that is. Really sticks in your opponent's claw. When you're playing it, they get proper salty. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm thinking of bumping it to 3, but 2 works really well. And as it stands at the moment, 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Don't like the card. I don't like Joyous Spring, but I don't like Ash Blossom. But in today's meta, you have to play hand traps. It's neither here nor there. You have to play hand traps if you want to win. I then run after the spells. I run 3 trade-in because Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon and Diabolus are all level 8, so you get draw power. I then run 3 Photon Sanctuaries for the quick special summon of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Like I said, this deck just hits you hard and hits you fast, and it's very consistent at what it does. And the fact it's extra tokens gives you extra link plays, really, really good. Then run 3 Preparation of Rites. This card lets you get your relinquish plays off. Absolutely phenomenal. Best +1 in the game, I'd say. Especially for a ritual deck, it's a best +1. Then because it is like I said, 2 Fang of Critias. Couldn't build a Lair of Darkness deck without it. Just couldn't. It enables so many plays. One of my other favourite things is the Mirror Force Dragon. I'll explain more about that in a minute. 2 Black Illusion Rituals. Like I said, dirty that Lair of Darkness lets you go ahead and activate it. Lets you tribute your opponent's monster. And the set Talk of the Devil, Lair of Darkness. Just, I don't know why this card hasn't seen competitive play other than with Infernoids. There is so many other ways around it. Yeah, it may not be as OP, but honestly, I've tested Infernoids and I've tested this build, and this build's more consistent. I then run 1 Relinquish Fusion, just enables extra plays with your relinquishes, and 1 Soul Charge. You activate Soul Charge, you're going for game. There's no ifs or buts. If you don't get game after activating Soul Charge, it's you that's done wrong. It's as straightforward as that. It's you that's done wrong. Then off to the traps. I run 2 Mirror Force, 2 Ring of Destruction, and 2 Crush Card Virus. You can switch these out. You can drop them down to 1 and play other traps, but I like the Fang of Critiases. These go out well with the Fang of Critias, and that's why I've got this deck like that. It's your opinion on what traps you run. By all means, do not just go with what I'm doing. If you want to try the deck, please build the deck and have a try with it. And if you think of any cards that you think would work better in it, let me know. Off to the extra deck. 1 Mirror Force Dragon. Ironically, Mirror Force is one of the cards that gets over it. Quite funny that is actually. Then 1 Destruction Dragon. Really good card. OP. Old school. Ring of Destruction effect. Doom Virus Dragon. Old school. Crush card. Millennium Eyes Restrict. So the card stops hand traps. The card stops hand traps. It's really good. And with this deck, you can just abuse it. It is so good. I'm running a small Galaxy package in the extra deck. Prime, Cypher, number 107, and Neo Galaxy Eyes. I love Neo Galaxy Eyes. I couldn't bring myself not to run it. Off to the links. I run 2 Link Spiders for the tokens and 1 Proxy Dragon for the tokens. I then run 2 Decode Talkers. The fact that Lair of Darkness allows you to be able to tribute your opponent's monster with this card effect. So when this card is actually pointing to your opponent's monster with Lair of Darkness on the field, you can tribute your opponent's monster for a change. Absolutely disgusting. I generally don't know why people haven't tried to play more with Lair of Darkness. I think it's a really good deck and I think it's really underrated. And it definitely steals games. 1 Tri-Gate Wizard. It's Tri-Gate Wizard. If I need to say anything about that, then you've been living under a rock for the past format. And before that as well. Say no more about it. And 1 card I always run in my deck, but you can switch it up easily for Borrelo Dragon, Firewall Dragon, Skull Dread. Any card that you really want that's a link for. But I like Topological Bomber Dragon. I love Topological Bomber Dragon. It's a board wipe. It is a board wipe, and I like that about it. If you're in a pinch, get him out. Go for it. Job done. But that's it for the main deck. Let me know what you guys think about it. I do run an extra deck, but extra decks are always situational depending on what you're playing in your locals. But let me know what you guys think about this deck. I think it's really fun. Please, before you just go ahead and slag it off, give it a test on YGO Pro. I'm telling you, it does work. It really does work. I've been building this now for a good 3-4 weeks, and it does work. I've been testing it, taking cards out, tweaking it. It works well. Like I said, I'm back now. I will be uploading regularly. I will be uploading very soon a ban list prediction, because that's coming up. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think is going to be banned. I'm hoping Trickstars get hit hard. I can't stand Trickstars. Didn't like them last format. They've been around for too long now, so they need to be killed. But also, stay tuned for later on tonight. I'm going to be doing my very first live stream of Magic the Gathering. It's not going to be the card. It's going to be the Xbox One version. I just want to see what it's like. I played a card game myself quite a bit. I've got really into it, actually. My friends have got me into that quite a bit, and I think that's also what's also divided my attention a bit. But like I said, I'm back. But let me know in the comments below, and please later on tune in, even if it's just for 5 minutes, just to say don't like it, try something new. I'll more than happily do that. But thank you very much, YouTube, for listening to me. I appreciate every single one of you that are stuck by my channel. And I appreciate every single one of you that take your time to watch my videos and support the channel as well. As always, I hope you have a great afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.